Hey guys, I'm Paul Wood, and I believe that every single problem, every single challenge in your life ultimately comes down to one issue which you're ignoring and not resolving. For you to be watching this video, there's certain things that happened to you in your childhood, in your teenage years, growing up, and this has developmentally trapped you. Yep, it's limited you, it's shut you down, it's stopped you from being able to experience yourself as the person that you are meant to be. And because of that, certain problems are naturally going to have arisen in your life. And like me, yeah, so when I was in that position, I looked around, feeling anxious, feeling stressed, feeling overwhelmed, feeling insecure, feeling unconfident, feeling shut down. And there was fires all over my life. There was challenges, there was failures, there was problems internally, externally, yeah. And all I did is got totally overwhelmed by that. So I looked around, everything's going wrong. I can't do this, I can't do that. And it just shut me down even further. So I added more stress to the burden that was already trapping me, already stopping me from moving forward. And, you know, many people get caught in this cycle where we then begin to blame ourselves. We then begin to look inside and think we are the issue. And we feel guilty and we feel bad and we feel ashamed of ourselves. Yep. And, you know, that traps us even further. And then because of that, we don't even want to think about the issues, because if we think about the issues, we feel even more guilty and we feel even more ashamed and we feel even more, you know, bad and disempowered about ourselves. Everything in your life, absolutely everything, comes from the foundation of how we feel in ourselves. If we feel strong, confident, and have that natural energy within us, yeah, then everything flows outwardly in that direction. Where we do things from our heart rather than our head. But when we're trapped in anxiety, when anxiety has dominated our childhood, when it's dominated our teenage years, when it's dominated our life, our brains have been wired to be shut down, wired to freeze, wired to fly, wired to not be able to push through and do things in a way that other people have. So if you, in your life, yep, are not seeing the success that you think you should have because of this anxiety, because of this problem, you know, I want to suggest to you fundamentally that it is not you. Yep, so if there's only one thing I can do today, which is end the guilt, end the shame, end the horrible feelings, the horrible burden that you live with every single day, beating yourself up, thinking it is you, but it isn't you. There's you, and then there's this problem. Yet this problem is separate to you. If this problem has caused lots of issues in your life, maybe it's led to your behavior, you making mistakes, not being able to push through, not being able to do the right thing. Maybe it's led to negative behaviors like drinking, taking drugs, making mistakes, being nasty to people. Yeah, it affects us on such a fundamentally deep level. We're carrying around this burden of anxiety, of accumulated stress every single day, and that is predominantly the very thing that's influencing your thoughts, the very thing that's influencing your behaviors, your choices, the way you feel on such a deep unconscious level that you cannot control it. We really only have one choice. Either we heal the burden and live a better life, or we just get more and more worn down by it every single day whilst we beat ourselves up and blame ourselves when our life is not at the level that we know it should be for the person we are. I was even, you know, all of everything that I needed to succeed and to do well in life, but the anxiety in itself crippled everything. It poisoned everything. It held me back in so many different ways. But I didn't see that that wasn't me. That wasn't who I was, and it's not who you are either. So take a step back today, take a deep breath in, let it out, and let yourself see in yourself that everything that isn't perfect in your life, that isn't exactly the way you want it to be, it 100% isn't you. It's not your fault. Even the behaviors that you've made that haven't been optimum, they're not you, they're not your fault. Begin to see in yourself that you are beyond those things. Yep, those things have limited you, those things have held you back, but it's really that burden, it's really that anxiety that's causing those issues. They're not who you are. You've done the best you can in difficult, challenging situations with a really debilitating problem holding you back and burdening you. You've done much better than most people would have done in that situation. So allow yourself to take on board that and really commit in yourself to knowing that, you know, the only path we can take to resolve this is seeing in ourselves that it's not you. And when you see that, you'll know in yourself that there is a problem that you can resolve that will change everything once and for all.